Succession gaming is something that was brought to my attention through Dwarf Fortress more than a decade ago with the exploits of Boat Murdered, where various players passed around the same game and each took a turn, basically. What we have here is a version of that for my favorite roguelike game, Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. This is the third round that we've played. We call it Reddit Plays DCSS. This is our character stat sheet. We have a 35% win rate, and you can see that we've won on a number of species. So I want to give a recap of round number 3, where we played 4 different characters, and show you some gameplay from each of those and what it's like to jump in on somebody else's character mid-game. I want to give a shout out to Oni, who hosts and moderates these events. He usually posts a set of 3 Reddit posts about these. So one announcement, one during the game so that people can communicate, and then one post-game wrap-up, which hasn't yet come. So I'll link to this middle post so that you can scroll through if you'd like to get a play-by-play down here of each player as they pass their turn, a little summary of what happened. There's some basic rules in case you're interested in that. But our champions this time were a Naga Ice Elementalist, a Poltergeist Artificer, a Deep Elf Fire Elementalist, and a Mummy Wanderer for a little bit of a challenge. So I played all 4 of those. We won 2 out of 4 of them, so pretty good win rate this time around. Better than our average, and our average is quite high actually. So congratulations all around to everybody on overall very good play. And what a fun event. I just love these, honestly. Like, I hope this becomes a thing that people really get into, and I welcome new players. Jump in here. We don't mind if you splat a character. We have such a high win rate, and there's a good mixture of people with experience and not. So jump in. If you just want to do one, that's fine. Some people just do one character. Some people do all 4. Just come into these posts and let us know what you want to do. It's going to be fun, and you're going to be welcomed. So without further ado, here's some gameplay and some commentary that I did on other people's gameplay when I was able to catch it. I hope you enjoy. Okay, now we're on the Naga Ice Elementalist of Sif with 5 pips of piety. All of her spells are looking good. Battlesphere, Radiate, Toxic Radiance, and Ignite Poison. Good combo. Robot, also good combo with Ignite Poison. Really liking this setup, actually. Stone Arrow on there, too. Malign Gateway, Hellfire Mortar, not trained at all. Fusillade at 56. I saw somebody in the chat saying Fusillade is coming online soon. What is Gloom? This is a new spell to me. This is the first time I'm playing Trunk, actually. Smothers light of nearby creatures. Blinding, basically. Not resisted by willpower. Okay. Interesting. I like that. Not on this character, probably. Right now they're training Conjurations to 14. Got a little bit of lag, unfortunately. I think it should be okay. Conjurations for Folsom Fusillade, which was at 56. Alchemy's at 20. So that's fantastic. That'll come online pretty soon. Fighting only at 12 is not great, but we have 168 health. No armor skill at all, but 21 AC. That's a choice. Let's see what our resists are. Pretty good. Oh, I like the new percentage layout here. on the resistances. That's new in trunk. Very cool. Good resists. Spear of Flame, Kite Shield. What else? Got that infused, those infused gloves somebody was talking about. Magic Regen. 2 Rings of Intelligence, really solid. Um, so, ooh, Slay +5. Mostly a spellcaster, of course. Oh, we got Slay 6 here. Boy, we have some good loot. Look at all look at all the jewelry. Fly, Invis, Dissipate. What is Dissipate? Okay, dissipates negative effects, basically. That's cool. That's new. Yeah, liking it. 3 Scrolls of Blinking. Poison, Teleport. Looks good. Haste, Curing 11. Heal Wounds 3. A Brilliance. And drop that. Don't need that. So then we'll go Control O. We just got our first Ruin, I believe. So we've got Spider done, and we've got Swamp. 2 out of 4. Right, okay. So, and this is where we're at. So they want me to do the lower layers of Swamp. The alternative would be Vaults. At this point, we have resistances for it. But we're good on resistances here, I think. Look at that willpower. 4 pips, really solid. S for Battlesphere. So Battlesphere plus Stone Arrow plus Robot. It's kind of going to be baseline, I guess. Let's see what we got. Malevolent Force, Sentinel's Mark. And we'll just go right back up. We'll go down somewhere else. The S. Let's see. Toxic Radiance is on Quick Cast. Not immune to poison. That's a bit scary with the. Okay, never mind. Not scary at all. Mighted Hydra is a bit scary. 5-headed Hydra. Just get out of there with the worm that can pull us in. Oh wow, this is kind of a lot worse. Let's see. Toxic Radiance potentially, and then dip. Nothing got hit by it. Okay, we'll just dip. Go back here. Now we're gonna go CB, CS, CA. And then irradiate. ZS, ZB, get the team up, stone arrow, stone arrow. Scarf of repulsion, okay. Just keep pulling guys around the corner here. Battlesphere destroyed. '19. Leveling up slowly here on conjurations. That was a really good ignite poison. It was on poison, or it was poison and it was in a poison cloud. So pretty good. There's roots. We have double fire resist, yeah, so not too worried about that. What do we have to damage it though? I guess stone arrow is the play. Cool. Got that stairwell opened up. Just a touch of lag there. Okay, start auto exploring, I think. Okay, that's that level. Go see about learning. Let's see. That one's resistant to poison. Don't have anything super good at long range like that. That works though. Wowzers, that's a bit scary, isn't it? I was hoping to get a kill there. Didn't do it. Didn't pull either. Okay, we'll just try a different stairwell here. What is that? Curare. Okay. Radiance is on O. The stairway's right by a tree. That's a bit unfortunate. I think we'll just reset that fight. Get our mana back. BS. Okay, this may work out for us with the poison and the poison dragon. What did we get there? Magic. About half of our magic came back. That's nice. Sif grants us a gift. Uh, oh, we have Divine Exogenesis on at 9. So that's cool. Channel magic, of course. Don't have any spell levels. Platinum Paragon Shatter Crystal Sphere. Is that what the gift was potentially? It's pretty solid. Fusillade at 50. Okay, let's see. So far, so good. Grab the Curai for sure. Can't believe we didn't have any of those. Okay, here comes the party. Oh, wrong button. Good thing that didn't do anything. O is Toxic Radiance. Okay, we're going to bail on that. We don't need to be by the Hydra right now with this whole team there. What do we have as an escape here? We have no escape spells, really? Interesting. Swiftness. I could use Exogenesis for that if I need it. Got plenty of mana right now. Okay. Go down a different stairwell here. Shambling Mangrove. Resistant to poison, yes. 41 melee damage. A little scary. Can't quite reach him. Really feel like we need some kind of ranged weapons here or something. What's our throwing at? 0? Oof. Okay. Um, Evocations is at 10. 71%. Let's just see. We'll go down somewhere else. I don't like that fight. This Fenstrider, that's even worse, actually. 54, 10. What can we do to Fenstrider? Throwing net. 54% chance to hit. Wow, floods potentially. 0% to paralyze. Okay, that's much less scary now. There's that Shambler over there. %89 chance to hit, and I miss. Go again. We're going to bail now that that guy that can pull us came across the board. Go back over to this one. There's Shambler again. I think I just pull him up. And then we go S, R, R, Stone Arrow. Pull him up. Let's try the other downward stairwell. What was this? Much less scary, I think. S, Stone Arrow. Pretty easy. What do we got here? Fire resistance. What's our armor like anyway? Negative resist, which we need. Barding. Blink. Leather armor. Wish I could have that. Don't want to lose. Actually, I could lose negative here. Come to think of it, I don't need negative. AC decreases a touch. Yeah, put that on. Did I actually get it on? Yeah. So now we have blank, evocable. Which is quite good when you don't have any other movement abilities and you're a slow character. Okay, this guy is definitely weak to poison, right? I mean, resistant to it is what I meant, and he is. Let's see. Okay. Not a problem. BS. Can't do it. This is very clearly the Dragon Vault for Swamp. We don't have reflecting, do we? That seemed like he just got pulled into me. No, regeneration. Huh, okay. Trick of the Eyes. Here's a new spell scroll. Frozen Ramparts, already got it. Now, I'm pretty sure I essentially have pulled this whole area already, probably. Yeah, looks like it. So now we'll just auto explore. Fireball. Hello. Yeah, that's at 4%. But I think we're gonna, yeah, this is down to 41, Folsom Fusillade. I've not changed anything with the skilling right now. And we're still only, we've leveled it twice, 2.5 times. Let's see. B, S. Is this Toxic Radiance? Then blow her up. Yep. She doesn't like fire, if I remember correctly. Sigil Binding. Ooh, Trove. Abyssal Ruin of Zot. Okay, that's it. Trove. S. Swamp 4. I think that's all I need to write here. Honestly, it was not particularly eventful. Pretty good character, though, gotta say. Swamp is especially easy with a Naga as well. So our Naga went on to win the game, which I didn't catch live, but I did get some screenshots from some other players. This is entering the lungs, having an awfully rough time with the new Orbs of Winter, but somehow they escaped this mess just to get into this mess here, where they have about the same amount of life and everything is on fire, and there are still 3 Orbs of Winter and some Liches, and somehow, believe it or not, they won all the same. Okay, in we go. We have Deep Elf of Fedas here with 4 stars. Piety. Scorch Online, Mephitic Cloud, Flame Wave. I like all of that. Foxfire. We're going to put Scorch on Q. Fire resist, no cold resist. Poison resist, double will. Very cool bow. Steam Dragon scales. It's pretty good. Let's see. Fireball is actually pretty much online with 7 spells slots. Plasma Beam at 65. Battlesphere. So Battlesphere really carries hard. And it's at 13%. Conjuration Forgecraft. Currently training dodging. Conjuration's H. You know, I'm going to get. I'm going to get Battlesphere online right now, I think. Let's see. Enchant armor. Don't have any um, amnesia scrolls. 2 curings, 5 heal wounds. Beautiful. So I don't think we want any more dodging at the moment. I know that's what they were training, but we're going to go to 7 and shut that off. And what we're going to do is get the tiniest little bit of Forgecraft online. About 3, 4. And with Scorch and, oh man, Foxfire. Both of these are really, really strong with Battlesphere. So we're getting that online. That's on G. So we're done with this level. We're on layer 1. Let's go down. Immediately spotting a Hydra. So Hydra's weak to Mephitic Cloud. We've got Wall of Briars as well. Nice, looking good. Got just a bit of lag here. What we got? Where are these guys? Apparently we have a bit of stealth. Stealth is at 6. Armor is at 1. But we have 15 AC, 16 EV, and a shield from a reflection amulet, which is pretty good here. Fighting is going up to 5. That's fine. And then we'll look at armor after we get Forgecraft going. Workbow of Flaming. There's Shoals. Another upstairs. Where are the rest of those wolves? Got to be somewhere. Okay. Whoa. Oops, that was the wrong button. That's okay, we're fine. Well, I guess I had to put Foxfire on Q, huh? Since that is obviously going to be the play here. What's our, so we're up on fighting at the moment. Fire's at 8. Ishikar's at 6. Not Ishikar. Battlesphere. Um, let's go up one more on Forgecraft. It's fine where it's at, but I know we'll get a little more power. And we'll carry that for fun. What's Scorch then? Z. Somebody put it there for unknown reasons. ZZ. Okay. Let's get armor going. And let's go armor to 4. Whoops. Equals F4. Step back, re-imbue this. So we don't run out of charge. Hit him with Scorch. Okay, electric eel around the corner here. No electrical resist. So get some Foxfires going. Get him? Nice. Yeah, they really hate fire in general, so Foxfire is quite good. Blink. Blink. Absolutely. Thank you. And we'll do translocations in to about 2, probably. Okay, Yak Pack. Yak Pack, and we are in an awkward position here. I can retreat behind my plants if I need to. So, reached level 12, gained intelligence. Okay, that was super easy with Battlesphere. So there's layer 2. Funerary rites. Okay, see if we can get to that in time. We're gonna pull out of this area. I do not want to get petrified there. Cold damage here. Tam. ZZ, ZZ. Okay, there's armor to 4, translocations to 2. We're only at 68 health. We're going more fighting. Up to 9, probably. Now then. Let's clear this other stairwell. Okay. Nearby, funeral chant. So down here, maybe? Elephants. Don't love to see that. Try to block the way with cloud. Boy, so many of them. We have scrolls of poison. What's the damage on our bow right now, anyway? 22. It's going to pull back a little bit here, I think. Bow does pretty good damage. So does my pairing of Foxfire with Battlesphere. Okay, still nearby chanting. Here it is. We'll get in and have a look. Okay, so we have an amulet up there with some slimes. 45 melee damage. No spells. Some gold down there and a melee weapon, don't want it. Some gold over here. Spellbook we don't need. Teleportation. This is a pretty dangerous area here. Venom. Okay, I think we can start with, we'll open these doors. We'll start with this one up here and just check it out. Now, the big bad here actually has cold damage, which we're not resistant to. And it does a bunch. So I'll tell you what, I'm feeling that we're strong enough for layer and not strong enough for this. So I think I'm just going to bail. None of the loot is that meaningful. Literally, that amulet's the only thing I want, and we're not resistant to the things that are in there. So we're bailing. See if we can block the way here. Still alive. There we go. Okay, let's just auto explore now. Ringmail of willpower. Oh, we have dragon scales. Where are we getting fire resist? We have fire resist from something. Poison resist. Fire resist from the helmet. So we should be wearing dragon scales. Surely. 8% on Battlesphere. That's okay. That's where we started. Where that? I have enchant armor as well. I think we won't use it. That could be our in-game armor, but it doesn't have to be. We have these various forms here as well, but we haven't got any training in any of them. We have mutation pot found. Okay, well, just carry on. We'll re-imbue that. Pull this guy in. Death Yaks, you say? Death Yaks and Nagas, pulling back. I'll confuse. Re-imbue. Step in. I don't like the Naga coming in, to be perfectly honest. We're just not getting the kind of damage out there that I want to. Just keep pulling back. Very different stairway. There's the Naga. Oof, miscast. Just keep pulling back and forth here. Okay, no trouble. All right, what do we have up here? More Naga. There's fighting to 9, so that gave us 10 HP roughly. Um, let's see. Ranged weapons could go up. I'm not using it right now. The next person may. My feeling is spell casting to like 11. See who this is. Gnome saying. Jeez. Okay. This looks like a little vault down here, which I believe we've already cleared. Yeah, it's the snake vault. This is a petrify area. Poison darts, and done. Okay. So, yeah, we got Battlesphere online. We got Blink online. So those are good, both good pickups. Got spellcasting going up right now, and we've got Arc Erosion. We've got an extra pip of Fedos piety. So yeah, seems good. Do a character dump. Okay, so this is just after my playthrough, and I thought I'd watch the next player a little bit, see where they take it, see how much differently they play it. It looks like they've gone into Orc from L3. I don't know if they popped their head into L4 and it was too risky and they decided to check Orc. Could be. Looks like our stealth is paying off here pretty nicely, though. Everything on the map still asleep. Personally, I think that I probably wouldn't be fighting this yet, especially with this entrance. There's a lot of melee dudes. We have 17 AC, 14 EV still, little shield, but there's a lot of strong dudes here, and we do have Flame Wave, which could really help. But I just feel like you're going to be surrounded immediately. And if Flame Wave doesn't hit and kill, you're in bad shape potentially. So we'll see what they end up doing. Ooh, we should probably be doing invocations, looking at that screen. I don't know if anybody's been training that. I didn't even think about it, to be honest. I don't play a lot of Fedhas. But I mean, even with the other Fedhas abilities, I don't think I'd be taking this fight right now. Unless you really trust in Flame Wave. I wish I would have caught their first couple turns. I left them on L3, so like I say, maybe they checked. They could have gone D11. They could have gone L4. They could do Scroll Poison here. That's not a bad play. Scroll Poison plus Flame Wave is pretty good. I wish I was logged in. I don't have an account on this server, I don't think. Yep, he goes Poison, and now Flame Wave, right? No, he goes Foxfire. Hmm. Okay, so he's blocking movement mostly with the poison. Now he's got Mephitic Cloud here as an option. He's got Flame Wave, or he can retreat back up the stairs. Wand of Charming, 54%. Gets it. He's banking on the troll to kill the orc. Instead, the troll dies, looks like. Do another charming, maybe look at the ogre, 54%. Gets it. Oof. Heal wounds. Yep. And he's just got an ogre. Well, I think retreat up the stairs here and reset, personally. He's going to attack into it or tell it to retreat. Okay, back upstairs. Good job. Tell it to retreat away. Charming should be wearing off any turn now. Nope, okay, he just dumps him up there. That works. I see what it is. So he popped his head in here, and now he's got a frost caverns. Unfortunately, it is separated by this area over here. So we've got these walls here, and he can't get to it without going down the stairwell. Unless he's got Wand of Digging, I don't know. Do we have digging? No. So we'd have to dive. Now, all the up stairwells are good ones. So if you dive. So this is where the player logged out, and unfortunately I missed when he came back. He did make it into the ice cave and eventually found his doom in said ice cave, which honestly you can't blame him. Ice cave has one of the highest death rates of any zone, and I in fact ended my own streak just recently in an ice cave. So if you're going to end it somewhere, it's only fair that you end it in a relatively hard place. So thus ends the Naga. All right, the next character we have up is a Mummy of Ashinzari. So this is very much my bread and butter. And let's see what spells we have online. Ooh, Violent Unraveling. Beautiful. Animate Dead. Blink. Battlesphere again. This is the third character with Battlesphere. But Poisonous Vapors is the best way to trigger that. Airstrike works as well. Okay. We can definitely work with this. Mephitic Cloud plus Yara's works. 2 escape spells. That's pretty good. Training hexes and dodging. Dodging to 10, so it's almost off. Hex is the 16. Summoning is only at 0.6. I saw somebody say that we wanted to get summoning up. Gloom here at 1% could be an option. Get summoning up for Sphinx Sisters. So I'm not sure why we're training hexes right now rather than summoning, if that's the goal. Which I think I agree, it probably should be. Let's see. What are we on? We're on Spider's Nest 2 right now. So I think I'm going down to this next Spider's Nest. What does this say? Nest 1, Nest 2, got Battlesphere working. Looking for Companion's Curse. Okay, well, we ought to be training companions then, I would say. Let's take that up to, I got it on 16. Sure, I'm happy to train it up quite a bit anyway. The poison damage is quite good for spider. So I guess they have me go on spider 3 and 4 on a mummy, which is fine. Mummy of Ash, immune to confusion and poison. Still weak to fire. Boy, you hate to see that. What is the deal? Other resists are good. Let's see. We're all cursed up. Staff of Air. Is that our only electrical resistance? If so, I understand why. Oh man, Amulet of Vitality. Beautiful. Beautiful find. Torment. 6 blanking. 4 fears. Looks good. Oh, we got the tambourine. Nice evocables. Some throwing here. Curare, nets, javelins. What's our throwing skill at? Oh, throwing. Yeah, 5. Okay, well, it's passable. Okay, so game plan is going to be animate dead online, pull up Battlesphere, trigger Battlesphere. We have double mana regen, so yeah, Airstrike is on quick cast, Battlesphere is on C, F is animate dead. Wow, that mana regen is fantastic. Double mana regen. Um, I don't like seeing all these guys coming around the corner here. What kind of AoE do we have? We have Cloud. They are weak to poison. Beautiful. So we can go Mephitic Cloud, which is quite good. Melee for the extra stab damage, and then Yara's on the confusion. Did I just miscast that? Are you serious? At 1%, is it? Oh, it's at 8%. Okay, that's fair. Now we're slowed. We have a little army going here, though. I don't have any actual summons, do I? No. Battlesphere is gone. Get that back up. Got this guy coming in. Try to kill him? No. Really disliking the slow here. Get confusion, maybe? No. Wand of Light, chance to hit is 60. Got it? Okay. Evoke a Gels. Maybe? I thought that had bigger range. Did they nerf the range on that? The area of effect? Certainly they did, on Trunk. Pull them back. What do we have to hit in AoE? Roots. Roots is good. Tremor Stones. We do have Mystic Blast. Question is, do I keep retreating here, or do I try to do some damage? This is the dangerous one right here. Roots did not do what I wanted it to. We're going to go swiftness. The slow is gone, luckily. Roots. Bring one of them up. Blind. Weak to poison. Yes. Not a great chance to hit, though. There, we got it. And then airstrike. Okay, that was not as smooth as I was hoping for, gotta admit. Try a different down stairwell here. Teleportation strap. Oh yeah, we got Ash. Okay, nothing to worry about. Let's see, sphere is on C. And we'll go back to airstrike. Oh, we should have our reap up, so that's F for friends. Base summoning up to 3. Let's check out Sphinx Sisters. 94%, that's all right. Go back this way and try to clear this area out. Since I know there was some problematic stuff down here. Cool, now we have a little army here following us. Blink moth, not blink moth, what do they call it? Ghost moth. That's a bit of a pain, isn't it? And I had such a nice little army, but they can't see invis. Come to think of it, oh yeah, no potions. I was going to go invis. Do I have a vocable invis by chance? Nope. What's game plan here? I don't actually have a good game plan. If they're weak to poison, we can Mephitic Cloud. Just try to get some mana back here. Does Mephitic... Oh, they're resistant to poison. Okay, well this is a bit annoying. Resistant to poison. How about Mind Burst? 26%. I don't like any of our options here, really. Net? That was worthless. Just melee and hope the Amulet of Vitality keeps us alive? I guess that works. So that's annoying. We need something for that. Sandblast would really, really help there, actually. Do we have any amnesia scrolls? 6 of them. You don't say. Well, I tell you what, Sandblast is really good here where enemies have no armor. And it triggers Battlesphere for free, essentially. So I'm getting that. And I'm using it. I know a lot of people that are down on Sandblast, given how slow it is to cast 1.5 turns. But it's a great little spell. It does a lot of damage to unarmored enemies, especially if you have summons to help guard you. We've got one Companion's Curse here, two Companion's Curses, three Companion's Curses. I thought we were supposed to be looking for Companion's Curses, but as far as I can tell, we're good on Companion's Curses. Um, two forts, two source, one self. Boy, oh boy. We have right now available a self and melee. Not that we're using any melees, but the extra self curse would be huge here to get spell levels. It'd give us more HP. What's our fighting at anyway? 10? That could definitely go up. We're taking this. Amulet of Vitality. Six spell levels now. 85%. So, yeah. Oh, alarm trap. Just waited out by the stairs. Nothing came. That's cool. There's Pass Wall. I know there's another spell up here we didn't get. Anguish. Anguish is quite good with summons. It's at 1% fail, 52% power. Boy, that is good right now. I mean, we can get rid of putrefaction here at some point. If we're going summoning build, I think you get Anguish. Anguish is okay. Neat. Here we go. Weird little map here. It's all like we've already done the center. What was airstrike is on D. That's Anguish. Anguish was on K. Wow, that worked. It uses a radiate right after I hit it with Anguish and it just instantly dies. Beautiful. Not a great downstair here. Unless we can get Mephetic Cloud on these guys. Blink Moth coming too. I'm right by the vault, aren't I? Okay. Bail. Go somewhere else. This is better. Okay, so right down there is where I was. So let's clear behind us so we don't get flanked. Introspection and Fortitude is great, but I don't actually want to curse that weapon right now because it is our only source of fire resist and electrical resist. Oh, well, I should have got rid of this. Strength. We don't need strength. We could have intelligence. Yeah, absolutely. What is our armor? Our armor is Steam Dragon Scales. Can we not do better than that? Well, there's fire resistance, but it's on chainmail. That ain't gonna work. Oh, here's a robe. Oh man, I wish I would have checked this better. But if we're okay, so let's think this out. I want to break this ring, but I also want to break our poison we don't need into Companion's Curse, break those Steam Dragon scales, go into Fire Robe. We've got a enchant armor, so we'll lose 2 armor points from that, but we get a fire resistance, and we can use the current curse on the Staff of Air, break that, get fire resist, break this, and get our intelligence back. Let's do it. So we're going to curse Self and Fortitude on the staff. Going to break Steam Dragon Scales. Going to wear Armor of Fire Resistance. Check our resists real quick. So that brings us back to neutral on fire at least. And going to use one of our enchant armors on it. Okay, so we're at 15 AC, 13 EV, 12 shield is pretty good. Now our next curse is going to go on that armor, and then we will break this strength ring to get intelligence. Cunning and beguiling. Yeah, we'll just wait. Let's see, Mephitic Cloud for these guys. And then Yara's, I think. Did I just fail to cast that again? Man, my luck is terrible with that. There's a Yara's target, if I ever saw one. Another one. Oh, it's beautiful. Are these all Yara's targets? They surely are. Unfortunately, I'm not getting them because they're cursed with the ice curse. So they're not coming back as zombies. These ones will. And at least I'm dispelling that curse as we go. Let's see, I could be casting Anguish here as well. Chance on here is 95. Yeah, do that. There's a nice target for Yaras. Can I hit? Nope. I can hit that one. We could do Anguish again. That's on K, right? Yep. Just deleted that Boulder Beetle. Put Anguish on again in case the Rad Roach it didn't go off. When it does irradiate, it'll just evaporate. Oh, it won't do it because it's standing next to an ally. Cool, we killed it before it killed our guys. Well, this is going swimmingly. Ice armor. Now the problem we're going to have, of course, is this Ghost Moth over here is invisible, and our guys can't see invisible, so that's no good. There's another Ghost Moth there. Boy, I wish we had Evocable Invis. That would be really fantastic here. But to be fair, I have Sandblast this time around, so this may play out differently. I also have Anguish, which I failed to use. I need it to be within range of my orb. Okay, how did it die? I don't think these guys can see invis, right? Am I just wrong about that? That'd be great if I was wrong about that. No, they can't see invis. I have no idea how that just died. Which makes it a little awkward because I'm just about to go into this fight again. 35% chance for Anguish. Do I try? There we go. Airstrike worked for me that time. Can we get it again? Not really. Okay, pull back. What's the play here? Anguish would be great, but 35% chance is pretty terrible. Hey, I got it. What do you know? Okay, dead. Instantly killed it. 2 hits, I guess, not instant. Barbs. Come around the backside here. There we go. Boy, Anguish making this really easy. Just having Sandblast as well, so I can trigger the Battle Sphere more often, is also extremely good. Okay, we gonna have a Ghost Moth here, or did we pull it already? I may have pulled it. Anguish. And then Yaras. Oh, miscast. Come on. Anguish again. Yaras again. Let Anguish do the work. There's Anguish. Okay, this guy has barbs, so I don't like that. What do I got? Mystic Blast hits my guys. Mephitic Cloud is quite good. Not good enough. Gills. Boy, this was way better when it had the extra range, gotta say. That -1 range on that is huge. Oh, darn snail. That was a terrible thing to come around the corner. I need to get this summoner dead. Okay, that helps. We don't have Wand of Warping by chance. No. Got another Gels though. Got Anguish, got Swiftness. Whatever I do here is important because this guy can hit for 25 plus 15 and probably do it twice. So this is a risky turn. I think I've got to pull them away. Go ahead and do Anguish, should help, hopefully. And then what's my unraveling target look like? That is pretty good. I lose one ally, my last ally, as a matter of fact, but I'm going to do it. Killed one torpor snail. Got the debuff on the wolf spider here. Stairway is in sight. Ghost moth is bad because of the fire damage. I think I swiftness here. Hope I don't instantly die. I've got to walk through that web there. I've got 6 scrolls of blinking. What else do I have? Butterflies, poison. Is poison really good here? Or do I just need to blink away? I'm on a mummy. I have no healing pots to use. I hate to do it, but with that web in the way, I'm just doing it. Sorry to the next person who has one less blinking scroll. Whew. I think that was good. I think that was the right decision. We got caught on fire just as I was escaping there. That felt right. See if there's anybody else behind me here. I can. Oh, there's a replacement blinking scroll. I don't feel so bad now. Melee and companions. Yes, please. Shatter the chains on this strength ring. And put on the ring of intelligence for the time being. Now let's check. Sphinx Sisters is at 56, looking good. Almost have enough spell levels again for it. Where are we at here? That's going all right. So actually, I should. Well, let's check. How many companions curses do we have? 2, 3 companions curses versus hexes is beguiling. 1 beguiling. Here's something I don't know. Is I have 3 ash curses. Does that have anything to do with this cost? I think it does not. So even though hexes looks cheaper here in the cost, because I have the 3 ash curses to the 1 curse on hex, I think it's still right to go into summoning. We'll check it again at 12, at which point it may be right to go back into hexes. I don't know what the math is there, but I'm moderately certain that ash curse does not affect the cost per level. Somebody can fact check me on that if they know when they're watching this video. All right, so now it's up to 11.3, so I'm still going in summoning a little higher. Let's go to 14. That's not good. I'm on fire. Okay, all good. Anguish. Should clear them up quite easily. Let's go ahead and clear up this way. Yep, we're good. I hate that this. Oh, Hello. I hate that this stairway is right here before this web. That's unfortunate for retreating, but I have a big enough army this time, I guess, that I'm feeling okay about it. Ah, the moth. The moth. Okay, I got it. And then what we can do is we can dispel the torpor snail, which gives malmutate on both of these. And then we're going to blind. Yes, got it. And so now it can't see me, which means we can sandblast. Now it can see me, of course, but it's still got anguish. So anguish cleaning up shop. Gonna get anguish on this guy. 74, that's a pretty good chance. Got him. Anguish back online. Do it again. Anguish is such a good pickup. Just look at that. That was almost entirely anguish doing that damage. Anguish is probably better on those high melee dudes than airstrike, like multiple airstrikes would be. Ooh, watch that Zot trap. Don't want to mess with that. $45% on Sphinx Sisters, almost there. There's another blinking scroll. Now I really don't feel bad about using one. And a blink moth again. So many of these guys. Did I get it? Yes, I got it. Okay. No, let's use Sandblast. Okay, easy enough. Dispel the guy behind. So far, so good. There's the final vault. So we'll clear everything else out first. Put anguish on him. He kills himself on my dude. Okay, that looks like this area cleared. What do we have in here? Freaking ghost moth again. Okay, got it. Um, Good. Good to one shot Moth of Wrath. I have no idea what else is coming around this corner. Red Roach. Okay. Obviously not particularly interested in getting next to him, though I can't be mutated. So we'll use Yara's there. And got him. Oh, they changed the name of that. Hurl. I assume. I'm just going to pick this up and have a look. We're not going to wear this, but yeah, improves. It's Slay 4 on throwing, just like it used to be. What they used to call it? Not Hurl. something else. I'm blanking on it right now. Gossamer Ruin, Corrosion, bunch of stuff we can't use. Gloves of Strength, don't need them. Oh, that's that. So we came quite a bit closer to that. I think our resists are much better. We have more intelligence. Looking pretty good. Pretty nice character. It's going to be quite a bit better when we get Sphinx Sisters online. Should be on the next player, I expect. Sisters almost online. Okay. Got one more character to do. That's 3 of 4. Here's just a little more gameplay from the Mummy of Ashanzari. I'm not the one playing, but we're watching somebody else from the crew heading into Slime. Looks like they're on Slime 1. I've just come into the game. So I thought it might be neat to get a little update later on. Lots of summoning and necromancy type spells. So he's using Haunt and Sphinx Sisters right now, which is a great play in Slime, just to keep everybody off of you. Looks like we're still using a Partisan spear weapon, which is cursed. It's pain branded, so that's good with our mummy. We have Discord online. Looks like he's using Anguish, which is sweet. Oh no, I'm sorry, that is Infestation, which is even better. And that was the entrance of Slime 1, so we kind of caught that with good timing. Defenses 15 AC, 13 EV, 12 shield at level 21. So this player, whoever it is tasked with all of Slime. If they go into Slime, they get all the levels because it's expected you'll dive straight down. Whereas most players only get 2 floors. And that makes complete sense to me because nobody's clearing all of Slime, or probably shouldn't be, generally speaking. No reason to. So they're going to dive straight down. So we are probably in for a royal jelly fight in just a few minutes here. There's another curse, beguiling and devices. I don't know what our curse situation is right now, but we are at 5 pips of piety, which is notable. So there is at least one more object to be cursed. I'd like to get a good look at our resistances at some point too. As a spectator, of course, I don't have any access to any of that, so you'll just have to follow along like I do. You're seeing what I'm seeing. This is Slime 3. Hopefully we can get Infestation popping some scarabs here shortly. Nice use of putrefaction there. It does damage our sphinxes, but it doesn't damage our scarabs, nor our mummy, because we're undead and unbreathing, just like the scarabs. I don't know if the scarabs count as undead, but they're certainly unaffected by miasma. I think they must be undead. Just look at that. What a snowball. Infestation is such a fun spell when you really get it running. And I expect we still have mana regen on, probably. It looks like the mana is not going down very quickly at all, so it's a nice little combo. You just keep steamrolling. Casting Infestation, letting your old Infestation scarabs clear the way, create more scarabs, and so on. Haunt on the eye. Luckily, we don't have to worry about getting mutated here. Do have to worry about that alarm trap, though. There's a good look at our skills. High hexes, summoning, necromancy, a bit of air magic. Have been leveling pole arms as well. So that +2 partisan, I guess people have been liking it. Good defensive skills as well. Low teens, basically. This player is opting to clear out all of Slime 4, it looks like, which is probably the more common technique than the one I use. In this sense, you'll get all of your stairways clear. So if you need to escape from Slime 5, you can go up any of them and be safe. So it's kind of the safer way to go. I'm more of a dive straight through, use one stairway kind of player. I just don't find it necessary with summoning builds to have more than one staircase, generally speaking. But it is, to be fair, safer to do it this way. Hopefully we can get a good number of scarabs up and running before we find the royal jelly. Yet to be seen. Only got 3 so far. Oh, here's a good patch of enemies. This ought to do it, as long as those slimes don't combine too quickly. Oh yeah, now we're rolling. Here we go, another patch of slimes. Looking good. Now the royal jelly needs to pop around the corner. I'm not sure if our character here has a game plan other than hit hard and fast with summons. Which, to be fair, is probably a pretty good game plan with infestation. Where is that jelly? There he is. Scarabs are almost already on top of it. There we go. Now what else do we have? Haunt was the answer. Then infestation on the summoned slimes. It's down to half health. Do have immolation. That's what they're thinking about as well. Yep, they read it. Unfortunately, it killed all the scarabs, but left some jellies. Or slimes, rather. Still at full health. But we don't have any allies to speak of. And Royal Jelly's still alive. Now we're at half health. Probably a Gell's Gravitas, or Gell's Gravitambrine, rather, is the play here, I'm thinking. Retreating into a corridor is also a good play. Looks like Royal Jelly fell, so that's good. They read teleport, okay. Landed next to some other slimes, unfortunately. I don't know if we have corrosion resist, but we are not actively corroded, so I'm guessing probably. Low on mana, unfortunately. Gonna have to use some evocables. They go with a blink, looks like. And they find a stairwell. Do they go for it? Nope, they're going to go for the explored stairwell. Well, pretty smooth overall. In and out. Got a few slimes left to clean up, but pretty good slime 5. I like that we've got essentially a pure summoning mummy here. Summoning and necromancy, but you know. The power of friendship, as people in the Reddit are calling it. And it's going well. Yeah, so this will be our third ruin. Don't know if we've cleared depths yet. Sitting at level 22 now. Could absolutely go clear depths and dive Zot at this point. So we'll see what the next players do. I've been trying to catch these whenever I can, but I haven't had a whole lot of luck. My time zones don't line up with most of the other players, unfortunately. Lightning rods, grab a tambourine. Ooh, that partisan had a bunch of resists on it. RLEC, RF, strength. Ooh, we have the Majin Bow as well. Our current weapon has just RF, so do we switch to get RLEC? And it's a +7 compared to our current +2. I think we switch pretty clearly. Didn't do it. He picked it up though. Ooh, look at that. What a staff. Yeah, I'm on board with the staff. I know we've been training spears, but that staff is beautiful. I'm hoping to see when they notate the gameplay here who was playing. Give them some credit for their well-played slime. But it looks like they're doing some management for the next player. I think the only thing that they spent was a single blink scroll and a teleport as well. Plenty of those though. I think we had plenty of blinks too for most of the game. I don't know how many people have been using, but one for a slime 5 is completely reasonable, obviously. What do we have on? MCC is at 22% fail rate. That's solid. That's worth going for, especially with all these summons. Just stand behind all the summons and cast MCC a few times. Clears anything. Orbs of fire, etc. Oh, interesting. They're going V5 as well. I guess you are allowed to do any amount of optional stuff after your turn is over, as long as it's not in the main storyline or main quest line, whatever you want to call it, direction. So at this point, depths would be the direction for the next player. And so if we already have 3 ruins, I assume we do. Yeah, I know we do, as a matter of fact. I think I'm going to teleport away from the stair. I don't think we need to get this ruin, though. I mean, is he just doing it for experience and loot? He could go down Discord and then go back up and let the entry zone clear itself. I think that's probably the play here. But they're going to go with a teleport. Not a strategy I like. They timed it well, though, that's for sure. They've done it once or twice. I just don't like the RNG factor here. Because you can end up anywhere. But this seems like a pretty good spot. Yeah, Shadow Rider knew too. Use Discord on the entryway and then just leave and it'll clear itself. I think that was probably the play. But so far so good on this route. He was afraid they were going to hit him before the teleportation. Well, as long as he can carve out a little zone of safety here, it's going to be just fine. So far, so good. And there's the replacement blink scroll as well for the one used in slime. So get a little infestation ball rolling, and this character will easily be able to clear out Volts 5 with it. They didn't choose to switch their weapon. I think they have 2 better options than the one they're currently wielding. So again, I don't know what the resists are right now, but regardless, I think I'd be using that staff probably. Corroded by 3, so we do have corrosion resist. You can never end up with 3 corrosion if you don't have corrosion resist. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. We've clearly got some level of stealth as well, the way that we're creeping around without pulling the whole floor. So, boy, if this fight goes well, he's going to be pretty well set up for the rest of the floor. And if we could get back to the main entryway and clear that out and get infestation on all those guys, that would be fantastic too. Seems to be avoiding it at the moment. "22 spell casting and 13 fighting, and 13 the fighting is what we're currently leveling, so that's good. Along with shields though. Don't know that we need more shield. 10's kind of the bare minimum for a kite shield, which is what we're wearing. Okay, shut it off. What was stealth? What weapon is that guy holding? Some kind of arbalest. It's got a design I haven't seen before, I think. This guy down here. The ability to just fill the screen with friends is really good, really powerful. There's nobody coming up from below. And we're low on mana and low on friends. This probably isn't an optimal engage. That putrefaction spell is pretty cool. I haven't used it because I play living characters generally, and it can hurt your living character, but on an undead character, it has a lot of range. I didn't think it had that much range. I might have to give it a better try in the future. So nobody went down pretty easily. Well played. That's about half of Vaults 5 cleared. Hopefully the other half goes as smoothly. We're going to be at least at full mana, but pretty much out of friends by the time we get over here. Banisher. Not sure what the chance is. Doesn't matter when he dies that fast. Could opt to let the Convoker bring everybody from around the map into this area and kill them with scarabs while you have an army. That is an option. There's another blink scroll. That's 2 for this floor. Well, it's about 3/4 done. Now it looks like he's taking the entryway back. Companions and Fortitude Curse. I think I'd be taking that one. I think the last item to be cursed must be the weapon, and they're clearly feeling uneasy about switching. But I think the play is to go to the staff and then curse it with this last Ash Curse. It's my personal opinion, I guess. Nothing too scary in this Vault 5 so far. Golden Dragon might be the scariest thing we've seen, actually, and they're not so bad. Discord down to 2%. We haven't got to see that used either. We have so many good spells. I mean, I can't fault any player for not using all of them, that's for sure. We have a bundle. Doing very well on this character. And they're certainly leaning into the spells that I would lean into as well, which are the Sphinx Sisters, Haunt, and Infestation. I mean, you can see how much of a snowball this has created. You just keep going, and every new fight you have some power left over from the previous fight, and it just, you know, the more you win in the previous fight, the more it rolls over and so on. It's just a fun way of playing, in my opinion. I know some people don't care for the summoner necromancy type companions build, but you can't argue with its effectiveness. There's BVC. Could be useful. Always good to give more chance to hit to our minions. Oh, he's got a nice amulet. Regen MP, cold resist, poison resist. We don't need two of those, I guess. So I think we already have the Regen MP amulet on from the looks of it. There's a wizardry ring. I think we already have one of those on. I think I actually bought that maybe in Orc, if I remember correctly. On one of these characters I did. Overall, really good clear. That worked out quite well. This character is extremely strong at this point. Started off as a wanderer, I believe, mummy wanderer. So pretty sweet to find this level of power on a mummy wanderer this late, at this point in the game. I don't know what these flesh cages do. These are new to me in Trunk, and I haven't seen them. They seem to go down just fine against summons, but I'm sure they do something interesting. I just can't tell what it is. So I believe that's our fourth ruin. See what they annotate. Hassart. Well played, mate. Well, hopefully, the next few players, there's only probably a couple of more, do just as well as this player's done here, and we can get out with 4 ruins on a Mummy Wanderer. So good luck to us. I'll keep my eye out and see if I can get some more recording in. Well, unfortunately, our mummy did not quite make it. Here we are in Zot 5 in the lungs, and I didn't get to watch this live, but the not being able to drink potions thing probably is what got us here. Trapped in a corner, unable to blink away accurately, and it looks like a dispersal trap probably. Alas, it was a very good attempt. All right, for the last character, we have a Poltergeist here of Gozag. Let's see what spells we have online. Quite a few, actually. Passage, Enfeeble. Ignite Poison with Toxic Radiance again. Yaras. Animals here to go with Yaras. Okay, I get it. Gloom, that's nice. I wanted to try that out, so that works well. Real mixed bag of stuff. Let's see. Resists are mediocre. No fire, no electric, no corrosion. Got willpower. Strange rapier here. Guess we're a stabber. Amulet of reflection. Let's see what we have. Scarf of invisibility is kind of interesting. It gives no armor. That's probably why we're not wearing it. Stardust conjures a barrage of shooting stars the first time you spend MP each battle, so once per battle. Evocations increases the damage of the stars. 44. And then some damage. 1 star plus 1 per visible enemy up to 6. Wow, that's cool. I like that. Skills, we have a little bit of evocations. Boy, with that, or we ought to be having more evocations, I think. We have dodging, we have shields, stealth. It's all good. Hexes going up. Not entirely sure why. I'm going to turn that off until I figure it out. Absolutely not interested in more short blades when they're at 13. What's min here? 14 min delay. That's why they were pushing that. If somebody else wants to do that, go ahead. I'm not looking to melee anything with these kind of spells. Right, I was going to look at why hexes were on. I don't see the reason. What spells can we learn? No spell levels. Passage, rather Gels, is at 86, so we can check translocations. LRD at 4%. Boy, I'd be leaning more towards LRD than hexes. Oh, I see Discord, that's why. Discord at 38%. Gels at 83. Do we have translocations? A bit. Let's get spellcasting up. We need more spell levels. We could absolutely use more HP as well. We have 5,000 gold with Gozag. Okay, let's see where we're going. So we've just finished Swamp, clearly. We have Snake. And Orc is done. Dungeon's done, of course. We could go Vaults. I don't like our resist for Vaults. So Snake. I don't have Fire Resist or Electric Resist, which I like to have for that. Infinite Poison Resist is really good, obviously. Yara's is pretty good for Snake. Let's see what we can purchase. We have lots of money. Whiz Ring. In plus Whiz Ring from Orc. Could be a thing. 5 blinking, 6 teleports. Only a couple heal wounds. What are our rings? Willpower and Pro Cold. We don't need Pro Cold in the slightest. Reflection versus mana regen. So we're going to switch those out. Go to mana regen. And we're going to go with as much money as we have. It doesn't matter if I purchase something. I'm getting this Whiz Ring. Because that will rebalance what we think we need to learn for Discord and Gels, which is what I'm thinking right now. And then we have Amnesias, 4, not a ton. What would I unlearn at this point that's worth something? Petrify. So we could get 4 spell levels there. It's not enough to do anything interesting. I've come onto the character at a pretty odd point in time. Well, we're going to get this Whiz Ring, no question. Giving up 1 pip of cold resist, which takes us down to 2 pips remaining. That solves our passage issue, and there's 16% on Discord, 50 on Gels. Do we have any Earth Magic on? We do. We have actually 8 Earth Magic. Why? For Petrify. Um, I know this is a stabber right now, but boy, I'd like to turn it into a spellcaster. If we get another spell level, I'm probably unlearning Petrify to take LRD, I think. Boy, we don't have anything that's really mana efficient either, is the issue. Um, and no spells that are super mana efficient. Okay. Well, let's dip our head in Snake. See what we got going on. Sorry, I don't know how to get there. Why not? Sure looks like a obvious interest to me. Don't know what that was about. Travel excluded area, Francis. Uh-huh. Francis. Francis is sleeping. This actually isn't an excluded area. Very strange. Wait, actually, if we kept Petrify online and got LRD, we could Petrify and then LRD the enemies, which is a really solid combo. Let's step back out. Where else could we go? Vaults, I guess. I can see why the last person banked their levels. What's this say? Don't forget to check the shopping list. Okay. This person likes Azu's armor. Yeah, they're keeping it stabber related. But if you've got Petrify online, I much prefer LRD to stab damage on this. I get why they're going that way. I just don't really like to be in melee range. What do we got to worry about in vaults? Electricity, mostly. A bit of corrosion. Let's go check vaults. It's good for XP. So we can level some stuff. I haven't used Gloom yet. I know it blinds. But I'm not exactly sure how it works. 3 out of 3 range. Well, that didn't work at all. I was trying to sneak up on him. Okay, the star thing was kind of good, I guess. See. No, nothing in range because it's only range 3. G. There's a target for Yara's. I don't want to do. Oh yeah, I know I should actually do Toxic Radiance and then Ignite Poison. And then Ignite Poison again. And then Yara's, maybe? Do we have any throwing skill? Not really. There's a look at our resists. Double fire, single cold, covered on everything else. Looking really good. This is the player right after the last one. I happened to catch it. Ooh, was that a triple kill? No, I think one blinded orc wandered off. So my guess is they were also observing. Okay. We'll go back, regen. So we'll see what kind of changes they decide to make. Okay, so we can do Gloom. I think we got to do something about this weapon. That's the only thing that stands out immediately to me just from observing. Gloom. Eight scrolls of blinking, really solid. It's the good defensive stack there, considering that those blinking scrolls are also covering our inability to heal off potions. So
Twice.
everything is very castable at this point, all down to 1%. Lots of good XP from vaults there. 5 spell levels. Could get a radiate, but
No,
I
do
lean
that.
towards MCC in a few spell levels. They unlearn
What's his
anguish.
damage like? 40. Good armor too, so stone arrow ain't
They
the
did pick up a
answer.
radiate.
I could just... We're getting a little bit of lag. Yara's on the mouse. Slash rat. Go for gloom again.
Looks
Yara's. Curare. Nice. Atropa instead of gloom. 66 and 61. It's pretty good. Ignite poison. Oh, I hate that. I hate that that's shut off. And I don't know how to quickly turn it back on, so I'm not going to. But that is extremely annoying to me. I can't just hit 5 and auto wait to heal. We do have rings of protection from fire. I'm going to put that on over willpower. Yeah. I don't have anything for electrical damage, do I? No. Okay, how much damage do you do? A bunch, and you knock me off the stairs, so we'll pull you up. Enfeeble is quite good here, I think. So we do have Yaras as well. A stone arrow. Okay. More enemies coming around the corner. Immune, low percent chance on everything else, so this is not a particularly scary enemy. There's a shop. Orb of Pyromania. What do you do? Enhances fire magic. May burst fire around the wearer whenever they kill an enemy through any means besides attacks. So any spell damage, etc., even summons. Scales with evocations may trigger no more than once per turn. Pro cold. Too bad it's not better than that. That's kind of cool though. I like it. I like these new orbs and the whole diversity of evocables in this set. Oh, that's scary. What the hell? What's my immediate option here? No, I hate this. Uh, Charming's 47. Curare 72. How about Atropa? Okay. How about Gloom to blind? Pretty good chance. Okay, that worked. Are there any more? Does not appear to be. Okay, this is an enfeeble situation. Toxic radiance. Blow them up. Here's something we're worried about. Electrical damage. Toxic radiance. More toxic radiance. What is this? Dazed. Why? Does my orb, these little star things, probably daze? I don't know. We don't need to do this. We'll just retreat. Did not fall to the gloam. Is this harder than Francis? Quite possibly. I think I'm going to go take Francis. And Snake. Okay. So the game plan here is animals, step in, enfeeble, 62%. Got it? No, I didn't. I missed actually. So then gloom to blind. Okay, I no longer care about my animals. Poison. What's my Atropa dart? Not good. What is my curare? Pretty good. Yep, slow, nice. And blow him up. He disappears. Let's get an animal back out in case I can Yara's. Oh no, I'm still doing toxic. Blow him up again. Blow him up again. Nice. Didn't drop me anything good though. Oh, these traps look different on the map. Somebody mapped this already. Can I stab? Not well. Let's get enfeeble up. We'll do gloom first. Stab. See, I'm just not sure what you do against a group of enemies now with this character. Because they're immune to poison. At least toxic radiance. I just need something else. I've got 2 spell levels. LRD is possible still. Permafrost eruption. Possibly. We have no training in ice magic. Somebody thought about doing it. So a little bit of training here would go a long way, actually. Ice. Take spellcasting 13, then we'll go ice. We've already got earth at 8. So we'll do that with the idea of going permafrost, I think. For this fight, pulling back. What's my animals? G. Just yell for attention. Anyone? No takers? Enfeeble. Animals is G. Gotta remember that. Flail of protection. Ooh, hello. All right. I guess petrify, probably. I like those little star things. I'm still not entirely sure what they do, but they apparently do a bit of damage. Okay, where are we at? Ice Magic's already at 2.6. Guardian Serpent, you say? Let's get a passage set up just to go around the back here. and enfeeble on there. There goes my passage plan. What's my percent chance to petrify? 52. Boo. I can petrify this guy probably. No, I cannot. Gloom. Okay, here's electrical damage. Nice. Yeah, those stars just won that fight for me. Yara's really carrying here. Bloom. Bloom does not hit. Nice. Somehow I'm blinding. How am I blinding? Legit do not know what's doing that. It's got to be this orb, right? Not that I can tell. Why is Serpent still alive? Would you die, please? This guys scare me when I don't have electrical resist. I do have one pip of fire resist, so this guy isn't so bad. Blink. Don't mind if I do. I have 4 spell levels though. So I could be looking at LRD as well. I think though, I mean, how do you not? And then I'm going to do an amnesia, getting rid of. What do I get rid of? I need 3 spell levels. So I'm thinking pass wall goes. Probably somebody's going to be upset that I got rid of that. Now the question is, do I wait until permafrost eruptions online rather than LRD? And I think the answer is probably yes. We're going to take ice up to 7. That should come online anytime now. Oh, actually, you know what? Instead of training up spell casting, I'm going to use an amnesia again, and we're going to get rid of grapple. So that we can go permafrost eruption. Okay, and that is Snake Pit 1. Down we go. This is taking a lot longer than I was anticipating it to. Oh, Malevolent Force, mark. And we'll just retreat. That's 2 games in a row that's happened to me. getting marked as soon as I go down a floor. Try again. Hmm. Okay, we'll just bail. Try that third stairwell then. Permafrost at 16. So we'll go gloom. Try to get the stabs. That works. Enfeeble is J. What is a snake pit 2? Wand of Flame, not scary. And we'll go up though. Permafrost at 12. That's pretty good. Good enough. I think I'm going to put it on quick cast. Ice at 7. Okay, so ice is better than earth. So we're going to take it up to 9. Currently at 11%. Salamander, you say? And there's Roka. Hello. Roka should be weak to poison. Mm-hmm. Ooh, ran out of mana pretty quick there. Try a different stairwell. Yeah, I gotta say I'm a big fan of permafrost eruption at this point. Let's just make sure that this stairway is clear. We don't want to get flanked. Sack of spiders. We might as well just buy it with this much gold. Wand of light as well. We're just going to buy. Okay. Make sure this is clear. Now we're looking for Roca. Toxic Radiance. Not a huge fan of that engage either. So we're going to pull it back. So at least I'm standing on the stairway. Now then, anti-magic on Roca. Curare, 72%. I think I got them. Let's go with a sack of spiders. They're already blind. Poison darts, pretty good. What else can we do here? Save mana. Petrify, 23% chance. Hmm. I'm happy to sit and wait, I think. Sack of spiders didn't do everything I wanted it to be perfectly honest. Let's try Curare again. Okay. Can I get away? Yes. Very nice. Roca, Roca, Roca. Giving me trouble here. Still 23, same as last time I checked. Okay. Now what do we do? Hit him with permafrost? Is it worth... No, we'll not do that quite yet. Now he's slowed, so we're going to go F, J, I, and then Wand of... He's already blind, though. I basically just need to do damage to him. What's Mind Burst do? 56. Just go with Stone Arrow, which misses. I can at least get slow on him as well. Yeah, we're just going to Lawn Light. Cool. Got him. Anything good? Nope. Nope. Bunch of gold. Arc Jolt. Not going to do it. Done exploring. So a little bit of tedious gameplay there, I guess, but not terrible. Snake 1 to 2 started. Vault 1. Online. Yeah, not bad. Not a super strong character. That's easily the weakest of the four characters that I've tried so far. Um, it's just low on HP, low on defenses overall, no shield. We could have replaced that orb, didn't do it. Only have a buckler here. But Snake is a good place to find a new shield, so maybe somebody will. Got this Wiz ring online. Used basically no consumables. Wand of Light. And got a new sack of spiders, so it's really good. Fun time overall. Luckily, I was able to catch the last player playing this live. And we're in Zot 5 here, going into the lungs with the Poltergeist. It's Dumalicloth playing, and he was live streaming. So I actually caught the live stream while watching this and recording his YouTube stream here. So if you want to hear his live commentary, jump over to that channel and see that after you're done here. But he just walked in there and stabbed that Tesseract and one shot it, which is fantastic. I kind of can't believe it, how ballsy that was just to walk up to that Tesseract like that. But hey, just go in there and solid stab. Go in there and one shot it is beautiful. You know, he's got Gozag here. He's bribed the branch, which is absolutely correct. Don't have enough for a second bribe. And now that the Tesseract is gone, we can take it nice and easy. So he's got multiple liches. He's got Orb Guardians. He's got, what, half the rest of the level mapped out. Not enough to rely on teletraps, though, notably. So he's run in here and got an alarm trap on screen and two Zot traps, which is a little scary. And here comes a new Orb of Winter. So the Ostracize ability doesn't affect our character since it's Gozag. That only takes piety away from gods who care about piety. So it's not too worrisome. And I think he has 3 pips of cold resistance as well. Now that seems like a misplay to me. When you have that many enemies on the screen jumping in, I know he's trying to go fast at this point and maybe yoink the orb, but diving in with that many enemies in Zot 5, well, it's going to lead to a bunch of trouble. And I feel like that was probably inevitable. So that's the only mistake with this whole play going forward here. So now that we're in this position, what do? He's deciding to what degree does that orb of winter threaten his life. And I'm looking over here at this electric golem standing near the Zot trap, blinded and not sure where he's at. Could easily stumble into the Zot trap, which scares me a little bit. I think probably the answer is blink scroll backwards the way he came, or at least another Pog portal back the way he came. But he's considering, how can I get in there and yoink the Orb of Zot? The damage is 4d22, 3d37, and currently we're frozen, so movement speed is no good. 3 pips of cold resistance there is what he was checking. Half its damage bypasses cold resist, so that's a little scary. He does have a haste pot on. I think that was probably from Gozag, or I don't know, I didn't catch it. Some neutral orbs of winter down there, neutral clowns. It's a pretty chaotic screen between enemies and neutrals. And yeah, he's talking in chat about the blink being fuzzy, which is also a critical factor here going forward. This is actually the first game where I've seen those blinks and the fuzziness that's changed with them in Trunk. And boy, I hate it. Listening to him describe using them here in just a few minutes, he hates it too, I think. They're rough. The range can be bad on them because the landing point is a range of 2 or 3, I think. So it's really bad. Talk more about it when he uses one. But yeah, getting more summons on screen is absolutely a good idea. Another Pog misstep, because the orb guardians are surrounding the orb, as you might expect. And he goes for it. He yoinks it, gets it on the first try, which is lucky. They step on the Zot trap, and then the dispersal trap, and so now he's in the middle of the orb chamber, surrounded by orb guardians. And I feel like when I was watching this, I was panicking for him, but he remains calm, which is hilarious. And yeah, just looking for a way out now. Chat asks how many blinks. We have 11. 11, but they're absolute garbage blinks. So, what are you going to do? Still going to use them. So the blink is cut off there because of that smoke, but you see, he actually moved, 1 or 2 spaces because of the fuzziness. Just awful. It's luck based at this point, right? I'm not saying that's a misplay. It was like, you've got to use a blink scroll here, but God, that's terrible. So they're telling him to go left. I agree, that's the right way to go. Notably, there are 2 teleport traps that can be used on the left side. It is unknown, of course. He doesn't know what's in that room, but he does know what's in this room and in the room back behind him, and both of them are absolutely deadly. He gets a really good potion petition, heal wounds, magic haste, enlightenment. So almost back to full health. It's pretty good, really. Another blink scroll. That one actually got him farther. Third blink scroll puts him right by teleport trap, and miraculously gets to a perfectly defensible position with the teleport trap. Absolutely amazing. You know, some bad luck with blinks and so on, but great luck with teleports. So this is just fantastic. Great viewing experience. So he's got the orb as well. I mean, like, in my case, I would have had to pull out and then go back in and kill a bunch of stuff, but he doesn't. He's just cruising now, heading out. Hilarious. We started as a stabber on this character, and even though we went spellcaster, summoner, or whatever in the mid game, it's like he's right back to being the stealthy, sneaky character. That was more of a smash and grab, if I have to say, but whatever it takes. Sphinx Sisters is great here for running out. I like the summon horrible things, but Sphinx Sisters is really good just for hexing things as you go. Undead character versus the Tsitsi is really dangerous. They've got the what's it called? Smite Undead. That's not what it's called, but it does extra damage to undead, and it does it at 4 range. So he blinks, it hits him again, and absolutely got lucky there, walking back to the stairs and not getting smited one more time. I think could have killed us. Scary, scary stuff. Notably, Enfeeble does work on demons and such, so probably Enfeeble and then blinking was the right call there. But you got those blink scrolls, might as well use them. Got money too, so might as well use it to heal up. Don't have enough for a potion petition, which could be useful going back out on the orb run if you've got the money for it. Oh, actually, this branch is bribed. Maybe he went back and bribed it before he went into Zot. That's clever. Working out for him there, too. Though I'm not sure, I don't think the Ice Fiends have the Dispel Undead spell. They just have Torment and Ice damage, so they're not terribly scary on their own to a undead character. So far, a pretty easy dungeon run. The hard part was getting through Zot and Depths. Up to D3 already. Sneaky enough to get away from an Orb Guardian. And there it is, the exit. Really well done overall. Nice smash and grab in Zot. And, congratulations to everybody on this character. So I do encourage you, go over to Duma's YouTube and watch. I think he's probably got this video up now of him doing this live. And listening to him tell it as he did it, I think probably makes it even more enjoyable. So head over there. And thanks to everybody who played this. Thanks to Oni for putting on a great event again. I hope that there is a round 4 in the very near future. And if you're watching this and haven't joined in so far, join us. It's great fun. Until then, good luck out there, and I'll see you next time.